VMware on Tuesday patched several high-severity vulnerabilities impacting ES11, Workstation, Fusion, Cloud Foundation, and NSX Data Center for vSphere that could be exploited to execute arbitrary code and cause a denial of service (DOS) condition. As of writing, there's no evidence that any of the weaknesses are exploited in the wild. The list of 6 flaws is as follows. CVE 2021-22040, CVSS score, 8.4, use after free vulnerability in XHCI USB controller. CVE 2021-22041, CVSS score, 8.4, double fetch vulnerability in UHCI USB controller. CVE 2021-22042, CVSS score, 8.2, ES11 settings to unauthorized access vulnerability. CVE 2021-22043, CVSS score, 8.2, ES11 settings talk to vulnerability. CVE 2021-22050, CVSS score, 5.3, ES11 slow HTTP post denial of service vulnerability. CVE 2022-22945, CVSS score, 8.8, CLI shell injection vulnerability in the NSX Edge appliance component. Successful exploitation of the flaws could allow a malicious actor with local administrative privileges on a virtual machine to execute code as the virtual machine's VMX process running on the host. It could also allow the adversary with access to settings to escalate their privileges by writing arbitrary files. Additionally, CVE 2021-22050 could be weaponized by an adversary with network access to ES11 to create a DOS condition by overwhelming root proxy service with multiple requests. Last but not least, CVE 2022-22945 could permit an attacker with SSH access to an NSX Edge appliance, NSXV, to run arbitrary commands on the operating system as root user. Several of the issues were originally discovered as part of the Tianfu Cup held last year in China, with the virtualization services provider working with the contest's organizers to review the findings and receive the information privately. The ramifications of this vulnerability are serious, especially if attackers have access to workloads inside your environments, VMware noted in a separate FAQ. Organizations that practice change management using the ITIL definitions of change types would consider this an emergency change.